So, clamshell handhelds are making a comeback. The market is heating up in what feels like a bit of a dual-screen war. Within the last 2 months, 3 different companies have announced dual-screen Android handhelds. One of them is the Ayn Thor, a bold design with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside and a secondary OLED display built for DS and 3DS emulation. Now, how does it compare to the clamshell at home, the Retroid Pocket Flip 2? It's not dual screen, of course, but it carries that same clamshell DNA, just with Retroid's more traditional single screen approach. Should you go for it instead of the new dual screen? Should you upgrade if you already have one? And is it still worth it today? Flip 2 keeps things compact, lighter, and easier to slip into a pocket. It's the clamshell design you expect, polished and portable. With a dual screen setup, a 6-inch main screen and a smaller 3.9-inch secondary screen, Ayn Thor will be a little thicker, but it will still be pocketable. The general feeling is it's only slightly bigger than the Flip 2, which many say is worth it for the added functionality. The dual displays make DS and 3DS emulation far more natural. That second screen also opens up multitasking. Think Discord chats, guides, or touch controls alongside your main game. But 2 screens also draw power than one, so keep that in mind. Still, for many, it's the feature that makes the Thor stand out. The Retroid Pocket Flip 2 has a single 5.5-inch AMOLED screen, bright, colorful, and perfect for retro or single-screen gaming. And also, the Flip 2 comes with a 5,500 mAh battery, which is decent for its size. Paired with that single AMOLED display, you're looking at around 4 to 6 hours of play depending on what you're running. Retro games obviously lasting longer than heavy Android titles. With a 6,000 mAh pack and faster charging, the Thor should last about 4 to 5 hours in mixed use. As I said, dual screens are fun, but they'll also eat your battery faster. So even though it has more capacity, the Flip 2 still stretches its battery further in real use. Flip 2 starts at around $229 for the base model, with a Snapdragon 865 6GB RAM and 128GB of slower eMMC storage. Same chip, same AMOLED screen across all 3, the differences are mostly in RAM and storage speed. Thor Lite is $249, using the same Snapdragon 865 as the Flip 2, but with a dual-screen AMOLED setup and 8GB RAM. Then the Thor base at $299 jumps to Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 with faster RAM and UFS 4 storage. From there, the specs climb fast, 12GB RAM and 256GB in the Pro for $349, and a Max version with 16GB RAM and 1TB storage for $429. All of them include same dual screen and a 6,000 mAh battery. For anyone who just wants a polished clamshell handheld without any complications, Flip 2 is the device. It's light, portable, and more mature. You open it and start playing. The Odin Thor costs a little more, but you're paying for that Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, the dual screen setup, and a bigger battery with faster charging. If you're into DS or 3DS emulation, or you just like the idea of multitasking with that second screen, then it will feel worth the extra coins. For many, the Thor may make their Flip 2 seem outdated, and some might even feel a bit jealous of its dual screen features. However, others are concerned about hinge durability, how well the software will perform, and whether developer support for that second screen will genuinely grow. Therefore, the Flip 2 is the safer choice, while the Thor is riskier but more thrilling. If you prefer stability at a reasonable price, the Flip 2 is the way to go. It benefits from more community support and has had more time to develop. But if you're eager to try something new and want raw power alongside features that very few offer right now, the Thor is worth watching.